pleasant day to you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tanyaraza Mandaro of the In-Details podcast, and today I'm joined by my brother here. How are you, bro?
I'm good, man. How's you?
I'm great.
I'm awesome.
Listen, flex, what is it?
Yeah, bro.
So, without wasting much of our time, let's go straight into our story.
Okay.
But we are in a friendship, right?
Yeah.
And somebody, our financial differences, think about our financial background. But our financial stamina as young adults are different, right?
Okay,
personally, as like young adults, Inini, Satanya, you as Abel, we have different financial stamina.
Okay.
So we want to discuss something can actually unbalanced. Person like I'm now over depending on somebody's financial stamina. We are in a friendship, right? Dreamer friends, dreamer boo. But you have more money. I gotta say,
All right.
In a situation like that, in general, how do you think we can elaborate? How can we? What do you think it's to know bias it, to know farmer say as friends in general? Kuti kana pani nyaya dzemari apa kuti kana dzauya nyaya dzemari tozviita sisi wakobara tozviita sisi tobara bati yo bururu badi kana kuti paufana unge tichimbotaura mbota wangu apa paziya pekugumira.
Okay. That's really powerful and meaningful topic that we have. Yeah. But firstly, my mentor always says to me, to know what you like is the beginning of all wisdom.
All right.
And of old age. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is we look at friendship. What is friendship?
All right.
Okay. Kunema boruru, maybe we are linked because of maybe our passions. Maybe we are linked because you pandiri ndo pauri. So when it comes to finance and friendship, it has to be balanced. Okay, pandesa dollar, we saw dollar. Although Mr. Fanani.
So before the end of it, you were talking about the type of friendship that we have, right?
The type of friendship that we have.
So kana timboro zvomboti yo wangwadi wadi bururu madi zvezvomboti tumboziyana achafana kupinza mari zvokudaro.
Exactly.
Panoita misunderstanding because we don't have that bond zvokudaro zvomboti yo wakuchimbode 10 apana, but because we have that bond, saka nyaya dzemari dzinozopinda. If we have that connection, that bond, tinozivana kuti aiwa uyu face wangu.
Yeah, because in friendship, it's not like you always have. Today I might have, tomorrow you might not have. So today I might say, no, let me cover the bills. But tomorrow, I'll cover. But in other ways, it must be balanced.
So, what brings me to my next question.
Yes.
How can I maintain? We have to balance, aren't So, how can I maintain that healthy relationship? Paine indifference yemari because you datogara chitoziva kuti mandara haatorina ini nanditorina but face wangu abewa nechi mari. So pamwe pacho pane pemboti tochimboita mazvese kuti tinobuda apa inini ndine ka $10 but sine rudi kana ruri kukosa kana kuzvi 3 wire apa mukomana anogona kumbokavha kana 3 wire yese kuti don't worry boys murachi don't worry pane ka 5 wire kasina basa tomboita tomboti. So in that relationship, how can I maintain some healthy relationship, friendship with my friend? Because I know what you know, and I mean, chikero and todoti chita acho chidaisoka, but even with the respect. The one with more money most of the time is the most respected because abe undiane mari mkoma murungu waize ndio zvitawa murungu aita sei asvika waize. So with that I know that people with money, they really need that respect because India no garu provider, but somehow. To my friends, before we have money, we were friends.
We were friends before.
So we don't have to define because there's now money. So takufanoti Tanya waizia na Abe waizia pasina mari azusiana because pane mari uri pafila.
All right. Yeah.
So how can we maintain that?
All right. Firstly, we must understand friendship, like I said earlier. But chiti shamwari kana chiti tanya shamwari yangu. At first maybe takakatanga chingo moresana chingo sangana road and stuff. But there's a point in friendship where a friend now becomes a brother. When you know my brother, it's pointless for me to say no. Last time dindaga mbobodisa, this time you ndo mbobodisa mbodai. So to maintain that kind of friendship, but it doesn't mean you have to be a mosquito, a parasite. That every time urungora mboshita say uchimora. Then secondly, I think what matters most, it's not money.
All right.
Yeah, but a willing heart. Tuda kuenda kwa mashwede, tuda kuenda wherever we want to go. You can come with your doll and say no, ndine dollar rangu ile.
Mafia ndine dollar.
Ndine dollar rangu. Because we are friends, tunotongwenda, we cover that budget. There are many times that I then we just say, guys, animal up, how much do we have? Munabudisa $5, $2, $3. Then we go to Nofara. We don't focus muchly on what we abudisa mari because we are friends, we are brothers.
But chandanga chimputa warapa back then. Animari. Any more stamina, any more respect.
That's
Zagara as humans. Atone mari anovuisira because imagine inini pasini ro ndaunza $10. Zvinotengwa kazviri 15 maizera. So meaning kuti I've paid more than 2/3 of the budget. I was the one who covered it, and so imagine let's say that tinotenga ma drinks. But in what crate iwe waona mari aunobudisa chinhu matorowa kana 5-6 waiziya 6 mabhodhoro papapapa onesiri kuti yo apa one mari akatoflex atorowa wana akamboiza. There comes nyaya ye-power imbalance yandandoda kutaura kuti so financially as friends tataura nyaya ye-power imbalance kuti pana akuitonga akuremera umwe tinozoisova sei nyaya yozoti uyu because aunza mari akawandisa uyu because impinga saka tofanira kumuisa pamusoro nyangwe tiri mabhururu nyangwe tiri mabrother but zvagara munhu kana azomboya nemari pamberi anonga chizombototi haatauri but action speaks louder than words.
Exactly. But in most cases that problem yakazara kuma Christians. Yakazara kuma Christians. As for me, I have friends that are Christians. I have friends that are non-believers. It's different out there. You see, you meet maybe Kumabuza, you meet maybe wherever we meet. There are times where someone I'm gonna go, I know guys, I have this, let's go and enjoy ourselves. Then, but when we come now to the Christian setup, dopa utars once ninga anagwisa dora ninga omera ninga so sometimes if you go out there to those guys we call non-believers, sometimes they behave better than us.
Especially those people who are not
they're there for one another. Every day it's different. I don't know, maybe reason when we go back to friendship, what is friendship? Friendship, it's like when you don't have, I must cover for you. At the same time, when I don't have, you also come in for me. And it goes on to family matters and so on. At one time, I was reading this story about a guy. It cater for the bills of a friend, a sister, a friend, when the friend wasn't there. Oh, that's what we call friendship.
Yeah, why
so if I am your friend, I don't have to think much about how much I have put up front. But at the same time, you don't have to take advantage of that. I don't go sponsor, I don't go dita. We meet, but it's not even. Yeah, but that's friendship.
Ndakumbira mari kuti I'm in a tight spot, right? pama abe ufeso wangu ndozota ne mari andira abe uchibonboka kakawaya weketa mari rent yaita sei time rent lenda saudachi wada mari rent but mawani why is that? Okay. Then you just lend me some money. But I was thinking kuti maybe mangwana kusukira mangwana ndichaita sei uchazouya ndoita sei andaona zvadhakwa. Then mangwana musikira mangwana ngitonge betera wira mukaka muketaka. You have lended me some money. Then now there's now some issues.
It's not
yekuti ndidzosere mari apa we are friends. Why is it? Because some lending money is prepared. Ndinogara chizanzi usalendese mari kushamwari kana kuhama. Because those people, they are problematic.
Exactly.
Vanotanga kusibla ndoti aiwa watanga wada kumutaura nyaya kuti anzi mari njana akakutengera manepa waiwe.
I was there for you.
I was there for you, everything. Like everything I was there. Kana rimfesa kuti wangu makanga noti ndini washamisa nhasi apa ndinda kukopesa yama-assignments but atufaje kuti muzotanga zodaisa ndimi maito tisaito kuyamura ipo kufaje. Saka what can you say about people who lend money to somebody then also zosera apa urimfesi wangu?
All right, I'd like to refer you to the book. It's one of my best books that I've written. It's called The Richest Man in Babylon.
All right.
Okay. The reader says, if you desire to lend money to a friend, you must do so in a way that your friend's burden will not be with you. At the end. Then he goes on to say, true act of generosity must be generous to both the recipient and the giver. Okay. It's pointless to put your finances at risk just because you want to help someone.
Amazon wanongoda kufarisa ndione izvi ndini ndiri kupenya.
You must be a man of principles. You must be guided by principles. Just because it's pointless to waya kwandiri wewe wangu ndoda mbokafa chipande cha rent then ndo kusquare maybe 200 but 200 ndikubisa maybe pa mari ndo kunorora next to it.
And because you face one about face one akabviswa mudeni saka mira ndibirese ndivhisi pa tight pa
it's better to refer you somewhere, maybe to a bank or maybe someone who lent money, because I've seen those scenarios whereby someone will come and say do not deposit imba.
All right.
Mari yangu ye deposit ya shorter. Iwe uda kunorora. Opa anotora maybe 1.5. Opa a friend yako, you want to help you. Or you don't deposit imba. And there are a lot of things that we need to look at. When you deposit maybe a house, a stand, maybe it's a car, there are monthly installments that you're supposed to pay. And at the end of the day, maybe your salary, maybe those installments, they take almost about half of your salary.
Imagine.
You get it. So, you know, when you pay away no vacuum, you go to the rich credit. Then, mono kutopa mari probably yorubisa pamari yekurora probably munhu yakarora probably iwo hauna kurora hauna mota iurupa munhu mari unotenga mota.
So I was saying kuti paive patinopa munhu we have to first look at kuti the situation munhu wauri kupa iwewe situation yauri nayo munhu wauri kupa kuti anzira zvemboti before mabanks ndo zvanoita before wakupa mari vanotanga kutesa kuti iwewe basa rako unohora mari unoda loan ye $10,000 yochiora $100 saka how are you going to repay that? So as to friends also kuti before you lend me money like especially mari dzihombe dziya before I lend you like big amounts unomboti soti mandara source of income yake anomboita semazhetsa ake akawanda zvekuita sezvekuti
that's the biggest challenge that we have because tinongopa the other thing kana uchikweretesa you must lend what you are willing to lose. Exactly. Ndikakupa kana yatoramba kudzoka I should just accept kuti yatonyora izvi.
So are you saying kuti maface pese pandirupa mari kune face wangu I have to already say it with this is a bad debt.
Yeah.
Ndagara ndatonyora like bad debt written off.
Exactly.
Kana isandu confess wangu is bad debt.
Ikadzoka yato profit. Yeah, just because. That's how things are. Ipacha unoziva kuti ukachiluza it doesn't affect you much. Nokuti we have people vane ma-friendships akapera because chikweleta chinodzorerwa and you have taken probably the money that you wanted to use for something. You see. So give what you are not afraid to lose.
Okay.
Yeah. Then sometimes when you buy a friend, you just have to. It's good sometimes if you have just give him, they help him.
But ndi bururu saka chimuguru
chimba diary sawo yaruda 200 wangu o 200 enda unoita zvaruke don't mind musavunze zvenyu chimboenda moita it's okay kana uchida it's dinasi I was talking with these guys about issues my agreements that we guys make but they are not on black and white. You just come, then I give you money, then you go. Tomorrow I come, I want my money back. Tonetsana maybe torwa naenda kumapurisa. Then where's the agreement? You don't have anything. You get the sense. So we need to avoid things like that. Kana ndichizwaida back, it's best tikanyorana pass. I'm giving you my 200. If there's interest, then we write there on paper. I've given him my $200. He has to give it back with maybe 260, 270.
So how can we solve? Let's say you have lended me some money and it's not my intention but this is what it was saying money but it has so how can we solve that problem? Yeah, with Maria but I really wanted you to engage it, but we want to do it without offending each other. We are friends, and we want to continue to be friends. I get it. As zomboramba chizomboita face wangu utazonana toitongeta tu samwirano tumebanga waize toita skriro mboti tirambe tiri machi mabhuru waize. So how can we solve a problem mboti amicably we will still be friends but at the same time tochiudzana banga kuti face wangu ndo iripo waize.
A successful friendship, we must be open to each other.
Tagara.
Exactly. I have my brother Lima Tisrof. There are times they would at Tonyaran. I have to tell you about Baisa. In Panda Baisao, Andrew Zotano, Tingata Repatapo, that's what friendship is. So the best thing in that case, if we make a payment plan, then we make a payment plan. Kunangwa kazozora ke $10, $5, kunangwa azora. But the best thing that we want is to keep our friendship.
saka inyaya yekuudzana kuti mataura communication
communication is very important.
Either relationship, either friendship, communication
is the key thing. The more I'm open to you, the more you realize ashashonda buys up.
All right.
Yeah. But ndakatange vamwe vaivai ndoenda nekuseri ndautaura ati mandara diaries ndakampa 2 waya yangu haisi kudzoka
yakutoparidzwa
yatozara
gospel ndakampa mari yangu but kutofamba akatopfeka kasutu asi toziva kuti ane 2 waya yangu 2 waya yangu akatotenga sutu
kusuit world. Exactly. So the best thing, we want the friendship to be there. We don't want to suffocate it. So I must be open to you at all times. Then we make a payment plan. That's the best thing that we can do.
All right.
If possible, as Oramba, then we involve the outside forces. But firstly, I would encourage that it out about mafia.
Ngura first song we don't ndisisana ndaupa 10 mari yangu uchiti uchadzosa next week. Yeah, I know maybe masina zvakadhako. So you uruti chi. Ukamundonipaka na $2 per day hapana pressure. Kana uri less unokwanisa kuzonipa after 2 weeks it's okay. At least kana tataura tanzwisisana.
So I'll take you back to that phase. True act of generosity must be generous to both the recipient and the giver. And you must be open enough. Those each other after 2 months cannot okay. You get the sense. Don't kupanichiziva kuti yatonyura ishi yaenda.
Apa mataura point ndipo kuti kana urubudisa mari yomboti uruziva yomboti aiwa nyangwe kasadzoka zvatovharana. I think that's the best part.
I helped my friend.
Kana ndiripa mushamwari yangu mari ndirimupa mari yombototi kana yazombodzoka yadzoka but kana isinodzoka zvavharana ndokuti friendship irambe.
I think that's the best way we can go about it.
Kuza ndiyadaita skill ndoti yo wangu. All right. How about pazoita unhealthy financial dependence. Panapa zvaita chimbotaura mboti urambo chindipa nduramba ndichicreate maproblems ekuti urambo mari iramba ichita ichikubuda. So it seems like now wakutotonge maybe we are friends but ndakutotonge maybe ndikutori mutaura wangu.
Okay.
Every problem that I have face wangu unoziva nditori pamawani and I know kuti pana mwana anonga kuti tanga kuti take advantage ikiita kuti they know kuti Abel anobudisa mari Abel face wangu tatangolinga tese titorafana saka there's no way anombonisiya kuti data sana nhasi zataura Abel nhasi rent sikuti mangwana ndombotora kuti unoziva kamota kangu keke karuzi gearbox racho ruri kuchinjwa then next time ndautanga kuti unoziva madhezi ndembotora kuti ndemabhero andotora kwamutare unoziva pazosara kangu ka3 waya karudiwa then panoita accumulation yechikweredu itonge maybe chakutosvika kana kuzvitsaza nemfesi wangu aichema chitaura kuti unoziva madhara ndikadopinda mumastreets ndine zvikweredu zvisvika 1 point something zviri mumafriends. Imagine. So it seems like pakatwa like creation of an unhealthy financial dependence kunomwe munhu kuti akaramba chimboramba chidependa pari iwo vatoramba uchitorera chirwere hanzi chikwereti chirwere ukaramba uchimbochirera chinotanga chirapa mangwana chapa mangwana chato like all over. So how can we solve unhealthy financial dependence in a friendship?
All right. You must know that my problems a friend yako they are not your problems. That's number 1. Number 2, anakuledu akakura chitudza kandiro kanoenda kunobva kamwe. At times it applies pakadaiso. So my advice akanotoona uri kushandiswa, the best thing is to end that kind of friendship.
But kazhinji kacho manje mafia rezhinji, I'm not saying kuti our brothers are in Christ vakapusa because panogonomboza akagamuchira Jesu saka ne moyo wakanaka waiziva. There are those people who are just good like wamudzana unoza he have a good heart ane moyo akatambarara anonga kana akaona a need person anopa waiketaka anonga achibudisa because aona kuti there is a need, but in so doing arubudisa like to the extras, to the extremes, zvitozogumisa tozomboti hey why in so doing urubudisa but munhu iye akutonga kuti take advantage, and we are now creating that unhealthy financial dependency mboti nakutogumisira kuto create ma-problems ekutonyepa waiketa because
pane kupa kune demoni mukati. It's good to help. For example, most of the times kana nchifamba mtaani mwende
azikune demoni,
kuna demoni kana nchifamba mtaani, if I see those guys wanengo achi mabeggars wakukumbira, there's something that I feel in my heart, but I should know the limits. Ungati kayo ni dora muhomwe rekombi rekudzoka kumandara wasangana naro kuti udo mabhanzi wabudisa wopa
uchabva nei kubva kutora zero mandara
rato demon. You need to be helped, Antoine. So you must have limits,
correct,
when it comes to help people. And sometimes kuneva want to take advantage, but if I come to this guy, always you help me. It's not bad to help, but you must have limits. There's a book that I was reading recently. The guy was saying 80 to 90% of problems that we are having in relationships, friendships, communities, they are caused because people that don't know when to say yes and when to say no. You get the sense. That's one of the biggest problems that we are having. You must be able to know when to say yes and when to say no. And when you say no, it doesn't mean you are a bad person.
Okay, so mati yes or no andika ndikuza mfeso wangu tori mabhururu andika zvinonetsa zvinopana vamwe munhu unorwadzirwa kumudza kuti mfeso wangu yakuita unofeso wangu but unongochirwadzirwa kumudza so kumudza kuti maybe maurorwadzira nekuti unoziva kuti ameno you know because mamuchiziyana atoa kuti friendship inyaya kuti mautoziyana pachigangster pachiboys murikutoziyana kuti so how can I set my financial background, my financial boundaries between friends, man? In the matter about it, but we have to set some boundaries. Some problems because people don't know how to say when to say yes, when to say no.
Exactly.
So how can I set those boundaries in a friendship? Which is what tori mabhuru totoziyana but and atoziya problem yangu mfesi wangu atoziya kuti ini handina mari mfesi wangu atoziya kuti une mari but mari yeutonozva kutoshandisa but because chato chijairirwa noti anomboziva kuti hapana unotibatsira mari inotobuda. So how can we set those financial boundaries between friends?
Okay, most people they avoid that one, thinking maybe if we do this it will cause problem in friendships, relationships. Yeah, but in my own view, we must have those boundaries.
Boundaries
they must be there. And boundaries, the more you are clear about your friendship boundaries, financial boundaries and stuff, the more the friendship will be stronger, because it will help. When my friend is coming to lead for help, he will know what to expect,
because you've already said,
because already he knows my boundaries. So at the end of the day, my boundaries do not matter, because that's what strengthens the friendship.
Because munhu kana akasapiwa maboundaries anonga ungobuda mudhara
ateta mbudzi yapoya
mbudzi isina sungirirwa inonga yambodya pese
unaiona yamumunda masabhuku.
Even kana munhu ari guto anonga I think maybe vanhu vakadaro they will be spending not on their budget but vauri spend on your budget kuti
he's a parasite.
parasite inofanira kutosprayiwa, rofanira kuurayiwa.
If possible, end that friendship.
Apa face wako.
Yeah, end that friendship. Wangu iwoita yako yonitewo then tosangana pa kubawa chiona bora tozongopedza toenda
zvimwe zvese zvamakutaura zvoita nziita resu
zvokuretesana mari zvokuita sei zvitatoguma hatichaite sei hatichaite. Boundaries are one of the most important things that we need in friendship.
Then ndopano pauya nyaya yefinancial stress kuti nenyaya yekuti I'm a good person, ndi munhu boys. I don't want to tell Abel kuti unoziva mari yandakakwiritisa yakutodiwa ndakatoikumbira kuno umwe munhu but akutoida, but at the same time iwe futi hausondidzosera mari yoketa. I'm now building that financial stress mupfungwa mangu ndone zvinhu zviri accumulate zvomboti besides zvikwereti zviri muwanhu wandinoziva, especially mafriends nemuhama imokweretesa hama newe, it causes financial stress yakawandisa yoketa. So how can I manage my financial stress, especially if iri kukonzereswa neshamwari? Wese chizopinza hama, because hama dzinozotodesa uketa shamwari at least munhu wekunze uketa hama atoma one inonge chiaccumulator nhasi yauya maproblems apeli iyo maproblems akaramba achiuya but that financial burden futi iramba ichiita iri kwauri. How can we manage that?
Someone once said kuti kutoita mari itori problem.
All right. And mari chinobwera mari kana uine $10 maproblems $10 patone maproblems $10 wane 20 maproblems 10 ne 20 atinozoti akasiyana kana wane million emillionaire ndo ne maproblems akasiyana ne billionaire.
Exactly. Yeah, so the funniest thing ukasungisa hama
unovitangira kuti
wamkuretesa mari yaramba kutsoka maybe wobva no, let me take the legal action. Go to the police or bafariro.
Imagine kana
to baba.
Imagine notora unza ma debt collectors kumba kwa kuti yendo tora ma TV ne mama
zinzarese uba against you.
Chagara.
Exactly.
But musoma pana na mari baba munhu achikumbira chinyengetedza achibudisa nemsodzi.
Yeah, because one thing we need to understand when it comes to feelings, they're easily transferred. You see. So when you come to me, I can feel what you're going through.
But they always say, don't ever make a decision based on feelings. Don't ever make.
Especially Armadire Ruda so you have to be very careful when it comes to feelings. Because I only don't go 6 feet. So the best thing that you can do, the best way you can manage those things, you must be a man of principles. If this happens, I must say no. If this happens, maybe I can accommodate it. If you can't, you can't.
And paropo vese zvirudzokera pane the first point yamataura pekutanga aipawa point ine musoro yange iri powerful. Kana uri pamunhu mari ipa munhu mari yekuti kana ikasadzoka
it won't be a problem to you. Exactly.
It won't be a problem. Pamaitaura sindataura this is a point.
Exactly.
A powerful point. Ipa munhu kana uri pamunhu mari kana uri kurekesa munhu mari either ndimhomuzi wako either ishamwari yako either mufesi wako either kana nepasta wako.
Exactly.
Ipa yekuti kana yazoti haichadzokika aunomboti kuti haiwa.
At one time I was mukombi going to Marondera and this guy was calling someone Angani Chkweret. And he was like, it's okay, wakawina shamwari. Chirekeza kudzora mari. That's what we want. Give what you're not afraid to lose.
Because the moment you ukadotanga kuzotangoti kakarakatsa
wangu.
Wes I'm not saying kuti vakadzi ndozvavari. Inini I believe kuti vakadzi panoitika any argument between a guy nemubhebi mabhebi vanonge vasitorina substance yekutaura vanonge vachitotaura based upon zvauruto zvautotaura izvozvo ndo mapoints ako ndiatona mapoints ake anonge atori nawo ekida so imagine kuti there is now money involved. Tanya, you really know I was at a hard sport so now I don't have that money and you are just uye wakutotangoita mabhebi sympathy autangoita ngwako
baba kitemba kwedu yakazorwara mara yachatobudi saka you must be very careful when it comes to make decisions. You don't have to make decisions based on feelings, but you must make them based on logic and principles. Can I do this? If you can't, then you must be open. I'm sorry. You must find a better way to say I cannot do this, but kana zvabuda I'll let you know.
I think the best solution here, Mambotaura, it's good if you have the courage to say no.
Exactly.
If you can say no, if the answer is no, it's no.
It's no.
You want a courage yekuzoti aiwa wangu chikwereti ichi ini handina mari handisi kupa mari kana ndichikwanisa kupa ndokwanisa kupa. That was a good point when you say many problems are caused in relationships, in friendships, because people they don't know when to say yes or no.
No. That's the biggest problem. Once you can no gadzirisa ipapo,
what is it?
You're good to go.
I think in conclusion, let's say how us as young adults, how best can we solve our financial literacy in young adults? Is it that much? Like, are we having that financial literacy? You could choose how to handle our money, how to, because dependency, having unhealthy financial dependence on somebody is because financial literacy you are going to be very, 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 very low
in most parts of the world.
So, as like young adults. How can what's the best way to have fruitful personal financial skills that will enable us to have financial decisions which will make us to go forward zvototenderera mberi zvotikona munhu asina pane mari kutora chokwadi zvinhu zvese zvakabatwa pamari. Mari is the root of all evil. Mari is the root of everything. So if you are not that illiterate, especially concerning about your financial decisions, what's your best approach? You think that's the best approach us as young adults we can approach, especially panyazi, how to handle our finances?
All right. Firstly, let me say I blame the kind of education that we get in our schools. We are never taught about money at school. All they do, they just teach us things which they want us to remember. Exactly. And you use them later when we are working for someone, you see. Musunanda Iseka, there's a video that I saw on TikTok. It was the toddlers in China. They were joining parts. And here in Africa, what are the parts of a locust? And the young boy who was there was singing the parts of a locust. But where are you going to use
those parts of the locust? This is a leg. This is a uppers. This is.
If you go in Europe, they have subjects like in mining, but where are the mines? Here in Africa. Makes sense. So, number one, we just have to accept that our educational system doesn't teach us about money. So the only way you can upgrade your knowledge about money is self-education. How can you do that? We have a lot of people who are there, who have been there, who have travel the road that we want to travel. Exactly. So if you follow those people, there are a lot of things that you begin to see and understand. Now, recently I was reading about the bucket system, where this guy was actually teaching how to save money and how to use your source of income to create wealth. Yes. So I come to understand that there are a lot of, especially us Africans, we're in trouble when it comes to financial literacy and stuff. So we need to self-educate ourselves about money, how to handle my finances,
how to build it. Because imagine now, us especially as black people, we don't have patience.
Exactly.
We don't have patience. We want things Maria Buddha Nasika. Without expect I have a return. How many black people own plantations in my gum tree? Gum tree, I don't even know how many years it takes for. But those white people, musuno those my plantations in my gum tree, I'm dara as was the ida.
It's all anger.
Hey, imagine something like that. So I always admire. I'm not saying that rude this us as black people, but I'm saying that white people, the main reason why they are more financially successful as compared to us as black people is because they have patience.
Exactly.
Especially if we want to prosper financially, you have to be patient.
You have to be patient.
But it's so much with patience. We don't have patience.
I have a friend. Exactly. I have an Indian friend. He stays in Strathaveni. Okay. And 5 female German shepherds. So I was like, what do you want them for? Then he laughed and said, my guy, this is an investment, it's money. How? So he said the reason why he have dogs at his home, he needed security. But at the same time, it's a source of income that they're bringing. He's selling a puppy, a 6 weeks puppy, for something like $300, 250.
Imagine.
And he's making good money with them. At the same time, they are serving the purpose that you want. But when it comes to us,
so I was saying that we are not opening our eyes to the real deal. We are just and the other thing, sorry, I'm returning it to as you can see, a billionaire wearing a simple shirt. A white Mark Zuckerberg, a plain t-shirt, a plain shirt, white.
Exactly.
But a black somebody will be wearing some chains, some boots, boots in their money. 3 million. Then you'll be like, so Maria say what you paid zero.
There's a difference. You know what those guys do? When they get their income, they use it to upgrade themselves, the white community. As for us, we use it to sustain our style.
Yes.
Ndone. Watambira 500 yako nasi. Oboendo ntinga maguchi, stuff. But there's this elder at our church, Elder Mchinapaya. At one time he came and said, it's pointless kutenga Air Force. Maybe you bought it for $35. But $35, you know, tenga mbuzi kumusha.
Why is
pera gore unengo ane mbuzi ngani?
Why is that?
So it's all about what you prioritize most. But our decisions must be based on the future. not on the present tense. But the younger generation of our days could believe is ababa. So I say Munotenga motor maybe in order service 1,300 at the end of maybe 2 months. Tenga feet. Tofambe dumahara chidira madora tienda vatugenda. You see. So it's all about what you prioritize and the purpose.
All right.
Why you want that thing. So the purpose of a car, someone once said the purpose of a car, it's not to use gas, but the purpose of a car is to take you from point A to point B. Mm-hmm. But most of us, when it comes to buy a car, I want something different from where I am, so that you go pin down street to a mobile runs and Tesla. Yeah, motor but what's the purpose? So it's all about what we prioritize. So we need to upgrade ourselves by educating ourselves personally, especially about money.
Teaching an older dog some new tricks is very hard.
It's very difficult.
So I think if we educate ourselves, having that financial literacy, by the time we reach there,
ukaenda awazi kumabvuku pakamunhu. Those guys, they are doing machips separate. Those guys are kuita mabega. You see, some of them is not because they really need money, but what is important is the skill. You see, so by so doing, you are preparing yourself for the future. You see, so the best thing that you need is the skill to sell. Whether you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, you're what, but at the end of the day, you must be good at sales.
So what are you saying is, besides my profession, I should have another side hustle.
Something to sell, exactly.
Another side hustle.
A side hustle.
Because I'm not doing the salary one. Kutengesa munhu arutengesa ukabaya toners munhu arutengesa ukatobuda panze apa murodi munhu arutengesa ukaenda paathlon munhu arutengesa
exactly
everywhere munhu arutengesa. So should we do like what everyone is doing, or I have to find something which is very unique that me as myself I'll be like, okay, me I'm good at doing this, so I have to do this. Me I'm good at that, I have to do that.
Passion and talent are always good things to have on your side, but sometimes it's not necessary. I still remember Bagavura, that was chicken slice. They fighted with chicken in about the name. And at that time we were like, no tango chicken slice. We are used to chicken. So it's not always the case or I don't want to copy someone. At the end of the day, what we want is money. So it's also good to copy something. Maybe you improve it a bit, so that people not teaching it's something different. It might be the same. I attended the seminar at Marara. You talked about the eco cash. Eco cash yagatorwa then the Econet did what they did with EcoCash, and they named it EcoCash. It was something like MBS, I'm not sure. And here it's now EcoCash. But now, look what the difference EcoCash has done in Zimbabwe. It has now become a currency.
Because they was saying,
you see. So sometimes it's useful to copy things and improve them. Sometimes, if you don't feel it, you can just let go. But what I would encourage, just follow your heart. If your heart tells you that we can make money here, you can do it. There's this guy one day I recently pachindoza chiti business randrukuita. It was an idea ndakaona Power. Tichingotaurawo vari Power. Mafuse varume ashamwari so kwakutongozikonza chine mari. He's doing that. Probably he's making money more than the guy who came with the idea to him. So it's all about your heart, what you feel, and follow that your instincts. Tell you what to do.
But, thank you very much for this nice conversation, bro.
It's okay. Thanks, man. It was really a pleasure to be here.
Exactly. And I know kuti kunzoko I know kune my friends angaro itonge nata amona nata zvenonga yakaita pa impossible nongaite unamira mudara itonge
kurumba zvekuichengeta
kuti painobuda inobudaona nata painobva pa impossible inongaite kufuta neropa rempossible
rinopera ropa baba
kuti
aropera.
And we have to condemn that. That's not good. I don't want to lie. That's not good.
It's not friendship.
It's not friendship. Ugona kuti tutonge meba munhu akutonge that's not good.
Shamwari inokushandisa isi shamwari.
Siyana na ibuki.
Angofanana nemukadzi akatera mari. Musowa zvinobhenda.
Wana munhu unotungisa uko
afana nemukadzi akatera mari. Musowa unonzi mari hapana. Akupeka
zvona.
Exactly. Akuya vacation.
But thank you very much.
All right. So thanks my man.
So that was the episode with me and my friend Ebo Gonda. Till next time. Adios.
Mandara wadiko.